Hello! Oh god, the camera's angled kind of weirdly. Really low. Gotta sit up straight. Gotta not slouch. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Oh, that music's probably really loud for you guys. Apologies. Apologies on that. The music was probably a little too loud. Probably fine now, I imagine, right? Right? Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Chaturday. Now, as you guys know, Chaturday is a live stream where I talk about fun, different things in gaming. The big topic today is obviously going to be Super Mario Party Jamboree. That got announced just the other day, and we're probably going to talk a lot about that today. Expect a few videos in the future coming up about that game. I'm leaving for my trip to England in about 5-ish days. So, I'm probably going to prep some Mario Party videos to go up while I'm away, as well as probably some like Luigi's Mansion stuff as well. So stay tuned for all of that. That's all to come. Firstly, I also want to thank everyone for the support on Wednesday's video about Mario Party Jamboree, or Super Mario Party Jamboree. That video did insanely well, so thank you guys so much for watching. And to all the new subscribers, I think I got like nearly 100 subscribers, new subscribers, within this last week. So thank you to all the new subscribers that showed support on that video. Thank you to all the old ones who've been sticking around and listening to me ramble on about games I like. And yeah, that's about it. So before we get going into talking about Mario Party specifically, I do have a special announcement that is really cool, and I'm very, very excited and glad to have this opportunity. Also, hey Goal Games, hey Victor, and hey Segun. Hopefully you're all doing well. I got accepted to go out and be a content creator or media person at PAX West. So, just like I went to PAX East back in March, I'm going out to PAX West in August, September. So, if you guys, I'm really excited. I've never been to PAX West, obviously. I've never even been to the West Coast. So, this is going to be a very interesting trip for me. It's the most I've ever done, like, you know, obviously I went to Too Many Games, and I went to PAX East, but now I'm going all the way across the country for a convention, which I've never done before. So, I'm very excited, very nervous. Yeah, that's going to be in August, September, and I'm really hoping that there's going to be some of the stuff that I'm really excited for there, because there's a lot of games coming up that I'm really excited for, and I'm really hoping that some of those studios show up, whether it be Square Enix and Deck 9 for Life is Strange, or Supermassive Games for their games, you know, the casting of Frank Stone and Directive 8020, or maybe like Sony Interactive Studios or Sony Interactive Entertainment and Ballistic Moon Studios with the Until Dawn remake. There's a lot of games. Nintendo. I don't really think Nintendo does much at PAX West anymore because they have their own live event. But nevertheless, I really hope that I can get some good coverage there, as well as obviously covering smaller indie titles as well. That'll be really fun. That'll be in August, September time. So you guys will be seeing videos on that in like early September. So keep an eye out for all of that. Unless there's something like that I get right then I'll probably try to upload some stuff while I'm at the convention. So we'll see. That's still a few months away. I still gotta book flights and hotels and all of that. And it's literally only a couple months away. So I gotta get on that. But that's not a now exact issue. That's a future exact issue. Now we're gonna be talking about Nintendo and Mario Party and all that kind of jazz. Let's see. Thank you, MyMy64, and also hello, welcome to the stream, and hello, Brandon. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you enjoy. So yeah, it's PAX West. I'm so excited for. They haven't announced who's gonna be there yet. That should be probably, I would say probably in about a month. So I'll wait patiently for that, and we'll go from there. So, I guess I'm trying to think. Do I want to talk about Mario Party first, or like the last? Because like Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is coming out this coming week, obviously. And this is the last I'll really get to talk about it until the game comes out. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything that I really want to say on it. Because I have it on the topics list. Because I wanted to do like a one last thing about that game before it comes out this week. And because the thing is with Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, I'm seeing so much, like, in terms... Hey, Sneefel, how are ya? I'm seeing so much in terms of different opinions from people, right? And it's interesting because Donkey Kong Country Returns, that HD remaster got announced, and, like, I feel like more people are fine with how that game looks as opposed to Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, which I think is crazy. I feel like the main problem with Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is the pricing. It has nothing to do with how the game looks. It has nothing to do with any of that. It's literally just the pricing, and I feel like people are using the pricing to go after how the game looks. Like, the game does not look as good as Luigi's Mansion 3, and it wouldn't because it's a remaster. Like, I feel like people are forgetting that. Like, it's hard, you can't compare Luigi's Mansion 2 and Luigi's Mansion 3 visually, right? Because 2 HD is a remaster of an older game. It's not a remake, it's not a reimagining, it's not a new game, it's a remaster. Luigi's Mansion 3 was the newest title on this new system. Well, it was newer at the time in 2019, but you can't compare them. Like, you really can't. There's some things they could have done to make 2 HD look better, don't get me wrong. The game is far from looking as good as it could. But I struggle. I really, really struggle with the people who just go at Luigi's Mansion 2 HD for its visuals. And that's coming from me, someone who doesn't really love the visuals of Luigi's Mansion 2. I think the game looks pretty dang good for what it is. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm personally going to get it day one, and I know, I feel like the main reason people won't get it day one is because of the price, and that is completely understandable, right? $60 is a lot for a game that you may already have on the 3DS. For me, the main selling points for this game, for someone like me, who I do have it on the 3DS, and, you know, I do, you know, I have played it on the 3DS, it's easily accessible to me. The main selling point for me with this game is going to be obviously the visuals. It looks cleaner, it looks better, there's new models, there's updated textures, all that. The updated controls, so you can use 2 thumbsticks, you can use the right bumper and left bumper for the strobe bulb and dark light, you know, all of that, so the updated controls, and of course the ability to play on the TV, so that way I can stream it for you guys, I can sit in my bed and just play it on my TV, lights down low, it'll look really cool. I think that's the main selling point for that game, and that's why I'm excited for it. So whether or not you get it for the $60 that they're asking, I feel like that is a game that will eventually go on sale, because I think it's going to sell well. Like, I do think it's going to sell well, but I don't think it's going to be probably as big as Nintendo want it to be. Like, I feel like Nintendo's expectations of this game are going to be higher than the fan excitement, which is why I think they're going for the $60 price tag. They saw that Luigi's Mansion 3 not only sold really well, but also got really high reception from the audience. So they think that they can just remaster, very simply remaster the last game, Luigi's Mansion 2, and then sell it for $60, and that'll sell gangbusters, which it won't. You know, I think they kind of think it's going to be like a New Super Mario Brothers kind of situation, where New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe, I think that was a $50 port if I'm not mistaken, but it sold a lot because New Super Mario Brothers is a very popular franchise, and I feel like they think that's how fans are going to respond to this. That's just my opinion on it. I'm not part of Nintendo. I'm not a marketing person. I'm not any of that. That's just kind of where my head goes with what Nintendo thinks of this remaster. So I definitely can see it going on sale. Not like right after, but like Black Friday season. If you want to get it around then, I do have a feeling that that will be a game that'll be like $40 on Black Friday. That's my personal predictions. Let me see. Catch up on chat. Let's see. Want to come to the PAX West so I can meet you? I might be getting to go to Everfree, which is a little My Little Pony convention. Let's try for PAX West being on August 23rd. Nice! Yeah, let me know, only because I don't want to guarantee that, because that's the thing, right? Is PAX, since, especially, like, for, like content creator, I'm gonna have appointments and meetings and things that I'm doing. Because that's the thing I underestimated with PAX East, is when you're going there as a content creator, you have to, like, schedule everything out. And like, it's really hard because you got to book appointments with developers. Cause I think I had like 6 or 7 different appointments that I had to like schedule in and then have time to get to each appointment, find each appointment. So I'll let you know how my schedule ends up looking. And if I see you, it probably wouldn't be able to be for too long. Just like a quick little, hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. Walk around a little bit. Just not to sound rude or mean, but it's going to be a very hectic and busy weekend for me. It's going to be a lot. So I'll let you know. But if anyone is at PAX PAX West, then I will be more than willing to say hello. If you are there, just let me know. And I'm more than willing to say hello, see how you're doing, walk around a little bit, that kind of jazz. Just depends on how all timing works up and how many appointments I've got and all that jazz. Anyone else find it kind of crazy how Super Mario Party is basically going to be the equivalent of New Super Mario Brothers? I'm assuming that's what you meant by New Soup. Yeah, it's really that game, we'll get into. Oh, I'm gonna aim the camera down a little bit more. I think just so I can relax a little bit and not have to sit as. There we go. That's better. But yeah, like we'll talk about Super Mario Party in a second. I'm excited for LM2. I wish that LM2HD would at least have a hard mode. That's fair. I'll give you that. I'm excited for Luigi 2 and my birthday. I'm also like, happy early birthday, Peachy fanboy. Remakes shouldn't ever be full price. That's a fair assessment. For me, it depends on the quality of the remake or remaster, right? Like, if it's one of those where it looks like a lot of attention to detail has been put into it, I'm trying to think of one from recent memory that comes to mind. That's a complete, like, real, proper, like Silent Hill 2. Right? Silent Hill 2, for example, is a perfect example. That game is completely different from the ground up. It's a remake, but like they've completely redone it. Everything is redone. It's not like Luigi Mansion 2 where it's a simple remaster where they're just touching things up. Silent Hill 2 is a remake through and through, and sure, that could be full price because yes, it's a game that already is out, but it's a complete redo of it. That's where I think remakes can get away with the full price. Get away with this because of no virtual console. Fair. Luigi Mansion 2 has more cartoony style and not meant to be realistic looking like 3. I get that, but that's where I feel like they're kind of messing up a little bit. Is they're updating... Ow, fudge cookies. They're updating the models of the characters to feel like Luigi Mansion 3, but they're not updating the environments. Which I think is kind of a misstep. It looks fine to me still. Like, I still like how it looks. But it's with the not updating the environments as well as the character models. But it never really bothered me. Like, cause it's almost like in Luigi's Mansion 1, Luigi looked kind of like his typical cartoony self, and the mansion looked realistic. That was kind of the point of the game. That it was just kind of jarring. It was like, it was like very much at odds from what we're used to with Mario games, you know? I've seen that new title screen, though. Yeah, the new title screen for Luigi Mansion 2 HD looks pretty freaking good. I love the updated controls, being able to play on the TV. Also, the updated visuals makes it look better. Fair, that's how I think of it. What stream plans do you have for Jamboree? I'm still working on that. So I guess I'll talk about that for a second here. Because obviously Jamboree, when that comes out, there's going to be a lot of streams. There's going to be a lot of content I'm going to do when that game comes out. Firstly, for those of you who know the Mario Party Madness streams I do, Mario Party Madness, I've done those for months now, actually close to a year. We will be doing Mario Party Madness streams with Mario Party Jamboree. We will 100% be doing those. Clark, who runs the Mario Party Madness streams, he already has ideas going for what we're going to do, but nothing is completely solidified yet. So I'll hold off on talking about Mario Party Madness stuff. For my own channel and my own plans, I'm definitely going to be streaming it to some capacity. Like, I'll probably do like a solo stream where I'm trying out the different modes and all of that. But I do plan on bringing something back that many old school Zack Pack, I say old school, but many Zack Pack fans from, I hate saying fans, Zack Pack viewers from 2021 might remember. For those of you who remember, I did a tournament, the Mario Party Championships, with myself, Swiftjar, Connor Condria, and Tendo. It was a 5-part tournament with videos on each of our channels where we played through all of the boards and superstars, added up the star and coin totals, and that was the tournament, right? Whoever had the most coins and stars at the end of the tournament won. I'm planning on bringing that back for Jamboree. It might be a little bit different. I might shake up who's in it, mostly because some behind the scenes stuff. That last tournament was really hard to put together, because I put the whole thing together, and it was really hard because Connor Condry and I are in the same time zone. Then we had Tendo, who's in the UK, and we had Swiftjar, who's in Australia. 3 different time zones all across the globe was nearly impossible to do. So I'm trying to work out. So I don't think I'm going to get Tendo back. I haven't talked to Tendo, I don't think, since that event. So I think I've talked to Connor about it. Connor's in, and I'm thinking of replacing Tendo with Clark, who's in Clark's Madness, who's been part of every single Mario Party Madness stream I've done. And I haven't talked to Swiftjar yet, but I'm pretty certain I can get him in. So I think I can get the team back together for the tournament, except replacing Tendo with Clark. So I'll let you all know what ends up happening with that. It would be really, really cool to do another tournament like that. I just saw Cubelo has to go. Have a good one, Cubelo. Thank you for stopping by, even though I didn't see any message before. If you said something earlier and I missed it, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so I do plan on bringing back the championships. If I do have to swap out some more people, obviously I will. But I do think having the tournament come back would be really, really cool. And then obviously I'm going to be posting videos regularly up until then, up until the game comes out. I mentioned earlier, I've already got videos planned that I'm going to be uploading while I'm away, because I'm going to be away for 2 weeks in the UK, and I will have videos ready to upload while I'm away. So, I'm going to be doing a character predictions / wish list video, and a returning board wish list / predictions video. So, that will be something you have to look forward to within the next 2 weeks. Well, actually, hold on, there's going to be another week that I'm away, so I'll have to do a third video, but I'll work that out this week. Just know, character predictions and board predictions are coming up. So, there is that. Did you hear direct leaks are dead now? I did hear that. Rest in peace, Pioro. Udalux is still 60 from what I remember. Okay, yeah. Though that game sold really well, so, I mean, for all I know, Luigi 2HD can sell really well. More excited for Return to HD since it has more content from the 3DS. True. Hey, JP Smash, don't worry about being late. Okay, I really gotta catch up on chat now. Pioro's figured it out. They might be out. Yeah, Pioro apparently bit the dust. Have you seen the Luigi Mansion 4K mod? It makes the pseudo-realism of the game look 10 times better. I have seen that mod. I think I've seen that mod at least. If it's the same one I'm thinking of. Whereas, like, the game is the same, but all the textures are redone. Excuse me. Woo! Choked me on saliva. Excuse me. Pardon me. Hey, Royal Yoshi, how are you doing? Honestly, meeting you would make watching your live stream feel so different. Yeah, there's kind of that realism weird thing about meeting the people that you only see on screen. That happened to me at PAX East last year, geez, a couple months ago. Seeing everyone that I'd only really known through interacting with them on screen, it's really, really trippy and weird. Oh, Cubiclo, yeah. So, sorry. Hopefully you have a good day, Cubiclo. Fanboy, wouldn't it be cool if the new title screen will be different for the 5 buildings depending on where you last saved the game, like Mario Party Superstars? That's kind of what I was thinking they should do for it. That'd be really, really interesting. Are you glad Super Mario Party Jamboree can use Pro Controllers? Sorry being late for your stream. No worries. Yes, I am very glad the Super Mario Party Jamboree is using Pro Controllers. I'm going to try and speed through these next comments so I can catch up, because I'm really bad at falling behind, because I try to read every single comment. I apologize. Maybe they did $60 price tag because the game has an online game mode. Maybe, yeah, and they have servers to maintain. That's also possible. I'm so happy about Luigi Mansion 2 because I was close to beating the game until I lost the game to Mario Party. Oh, you lost the game? Oh, I'm sorry about that. But hey, like I said, it's coming out soon. So hopefully you really enjoy Luigi Mansion 2 HD when it comes out. Are you happy that Mario's Rainbow Castle is coming back? I am. The 2 boards that they chose, the 2 retro boards that they chose, Mario's Rainbow Castle and Westerland, I'm actually really happy with those choices. I was half and half. I was half disappointed with the choices they made in Superstars in terms of returning boards, but these 2 boards I can get behind. These 2 boards I'm fine with returning, so they chose some good boards. I'm hoping there's a couple more. I don't think there will be, but there could be, and it'd be really, really cool if we got some more. Also, Zach, do you think we'll get a September Direct with the Switch 2 gets revealed in October, and we get one less Switch Focus Direct for the Switch 2? I think it's highly likely that we're going to get... I remember so many people saying, like, oh, this is probably going to be the last Switch 1 Focus Direct. I don't think that's entirely likely, because, like, the Switch got revealed in October, like the original Switch, so it's like, we could very easily get a regular Direct in September as well. Like... Because, like, you know, if there's going to be Super Mario Party Jamboree, Donkey Kong Country, Metroid Prime 4, yeah, there's still quite a few games coming up that we need to see more information on. So, a Direct September is 100% likely. 100% likely. You play that Switch Online, though. That is true. See, praying for Pauline, the new Mario Party game, my all-time favorite obscure 4 Odyssey character ever. See, that's the thing, is, like, I'm, like, one of the only people in the world, apparently, who does not care for Pauline. And I will say, I had a tweet, I put out a tweet the other day on Twitter that went friggin' viral. I had a viral tweet. I had a hit tweet. My phone has been blowing up the past few days because of this freaking tweet. Well, I didn't think it would get that big. It was asking what characters people wanted to see come back in the Superstars, in Jamboree. And, like, a lot of people, the most so I said, what 3 characters? The most common 3 characters I saw were Pauline, Diddy Kong, and Dry Bones. Those were the 3 most popular characters I saw. Do you think they're waiting for a new Nintendo console to remake Luigi Mansion 1? That would be... I would be okay with that. If they completely, from the ground up, remade Luigi Mansion 1. I would just want it to be good. Still can't believe we're finally getting a 3D Mario and Luigi. I know, Mario and Luigi, really, really freaking interesting that we're getting a new game in that franchise. I didn't think they were going to do it, but they are, so we'll see. I'm purchasing on the same day Mario Party Jamboree. I'm getting from the eShop. You see, I'm going to get it physically. I'm such a physical media guy, and it looks really, like, the box art looks pretty cool, so I want to get it physically. Plus, you know, it's Mario Party. Of course, I want to get the physical version. No worries, DRP, about you being late. Oh yeah, speaking of Super Mario Party Jamboree, will you be doing Super Mario Party Jamboree with viewers on launch? Like you do more Push Superstars on launch, or I can play with you? Maybe. I gotta set rules for that, though, because I remember with Superstars I had a lot of issues with, like, connectivity, and I want to make sure that everyone I'm able to get connected, like, is able to stay connected. So we'll see. And I know I'm going to be doing a lot of streams and stuff with the Madness crew, and probably some other YouTubers, so I'll see. Definitely at least that 20-player mode. That 20-player mode, definitely. Because I feel like that one will be easier to stream. An easier streaming game. Because I feel like if someone drops out of that, they can just hop back in. So I'm definitely going to do the Koopathon mode streamed. The regular board game mode, we will wait and see on that one. Because that one's a little more of a pain. I'm in the U.S. California. Nice! Oh god, hey Draco. Tournament. I'll let you know. Because I might have the spots filled for that tournament, but I'll let you know, Draco. Because that one is more so of like a... It's less of a tournament and more of just a competition. Appreciate Nintendo made Luigi look a little more expressive in the remaster. Not that he isn't. In some scenes, just doesn't look as expressive as he used to in the original 3DS. Most of the animations are the same from the 3DS. Just added little tweaks. I'd say he's more expressive in this remake. Like, you look at the intro, or remaster, I should say. You look at the intro, like, when he's sleeping, you can see his lips moving as he's snoring. I think he looks better in the remaster, but maybe that's my own personal opinion. If that's who you mean. Wait, what guy is toxic? But I still think the animation still looks pretty nice. Let's see, but they might as well just port over the Superstars boards later. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't port over the Superstars boards to Jamboree just because it would completely negate the point of Superstars, because they probably still want to sell copies of that, you know? Are you excited for Super Mario Jamboree minigames? They look really good. All the minigames that we saw look really, really promising. I'm just scared that there's going to be... Because there's 110 plus, apparently. There's going to be more than 110, but it's going to be between 110 and 120. So there's a lot of minigames, but like I said in my video last week, I really hope that they don't spread them out too much, because there's going to be a bunch of different minigame modes, right? And you saw there's a bunch of different minigame types. There's regular minigames, rhythm minigames, 8-player minigames, 20-player minigames, solo minigames. There's a lot of different kinds of minigames, to where I hope each mode does feel like it has a lot of depth. Like, I'll take, like, 60 for the main party mode, right? So that'll leave, what, 50 for the other modes? So, like, 15, well, even then, that's still not a lot for the other modes. I don't know. Like, they just gotta make sure that the other modes have depth. Honestly, what they should do for the other modes is rely less on making their own mini games for them and use the mini games you have. Like Mario Party's like, I mean, really any Mario Party before the Switch. I mean, I can't really speak too much for the 3DS ones, but whatever. Like Mario Party 6, for instance. All of the side minigame modes, besides the mic modes, use the main core minigames. They just use them in different ways. And I feel like they should do more of that. Superstars kind of did it as well, but the modes weren't as interesting. They were just kind of high score earning modes. So... I just love Pauline because of how flirtatious and feminine she is. That's the thing, I never saw Pauline as having much of a personality, so maybe I missed that. The new Mario Luigi comes out a few days before my birthday, so how do I get it? Ooh, nice. I think Luigi Mansion will be used to make people subscribe to GameCube and Switch Online. That's also possible. The only one I care we haven't seen is Diddy Kong. Fair enough. If a game is physical, I'm getting it physical. I'll only get digital if it's something I absolutely want, but I'm not a fan of digital. That's fair. On a different subject, what do you think of Doctor Who at the moment? Season 1 of Doctor Who just finished, and I was mixed on the final episode, but I thought the season was good. I didn't love it. Like, there's some episodes in there that I really did like, but, like, overall, it was a good season of Doctor Who. It wasn't great, it wasn't amazing, but it was good. Not gonna lie, I kind of hate how Jamboree's roster is just more Bowser's baddies than the main cast. I really wish they used some inhabitants from Odyssey. I have seen a lot of those comments where people were upset that that Jamboree's cast is mostly generic characters. Admittedly, Ninji's an interesting one, so maybe the other three will be interesting as well. We'll have to wait and see. Honestly, I have to say I was disappointed in the NSL updates. I'm sure they're going to reveal Pokemon games to NSL. Feels long overdue. I guess this means Pokemon Presents is coming soon. I mean, with NSO, I don't think I don't think Nintendo would have revealed Pokemon games for NSO. That just doesn't sit right. That Nintendo would really be the ones to announce them. I don't know. Like, I don't know. To me, it doesn't sound right that Nintendo would have announced those. I thought the Nintendo announcements, or the Nintendo Switch Online announcements, were actually pretty interesting. Because Perfect Dark is like a really fan-loved game, so that's a pretty big one. Of course, you got Metroid Zero Mission, Legend of Zelda Minish Cap, two very popular Game Boy Advance games. So I thought the NSO updates were pretty fine. The only thing I wish is that they gave us a little more of what's to come in the future. But, I mean, those all shadow dropping, I think that's pretty cool. Are you in the UK when Luigi 2 comes out? What's your plan for live streaming it? So, I leave. My flight to England is the day that Luigi Mansion 2 HD comes out. That's just how my life works, right? I book my flights to England. A few months later, oh hey, that's when Luigi Mansion 2 HD is coming out. Thankfully, my flight isn't until the evening time, like around 7 o'clock. So, I'm going to Nintendo New York when they open to pick it up. Apparently, there's going to be like a little Luigi meet and greet thing. So, I'm probably going to do like a little vlog, a little something cute to celebrate the occasion. But I'm going to live stream it when I get home. So I'm going to live stream the game when I get home before I leave for the airport. I'm going to try and stream the first mansion. That'll be this coming Thursday. I'm going to try and stream the first mansion. So, Gloomy Manor. I'll try to finish the whole thing in the live stream. If I can't, if time runs out, then, then I can't finish it. But then I won't be able to live stream the rest of the game because I'm just going to play it on my own. But I will live stream it probably more when I get home from the UK. So it'll be a couple weeks after the game comes out, so maybe people will have lost interest. But, I'll still probably do it. I'll still probably live stream the game when I get back. It's just that it'll be like a first impressions live stream. And then I'll upload a couple videos after the fact. Like I'm getting the bundle that is, that you can get through the Nintendo UK website. So I'll probably bundle that in with my Nintendo New York and just have like a whole vlog where it's like I'm going to Nintendo New York to pick up the game. Then I'm flying to England and I'm unboxing the bundle that came with the UK version. So that'll probably be a video that I upload probably on the Friday, the 28th. So this coming Friday. That's crazy that this coming Friday's video might be some of it filmed in England. That is funny to me. But it might not come out on Friday. I don't want to promise that because that all is how much editing I can get done. Which I might not be able to because I'll probably be jet lagged and all that jazz. So we'll have to see. I actually thought we would get DS games on NSL. I was foolish. DS games on NSL just doesn't sound right. How would that work? The only way I could see that working is if they released a Joy-Con, a singular Joy-Con, where you flipped the Switch vertically, you attached it to the bottom, it held it like that, and then moved your hands to use the touchscreen. That's the only way I could see that working. And even then, that restricts you. You can't use it in docked mode, you know? Or at least games that require the touchscreen you can't use in docked mode. I wonder if Mario Kart Retro Boards will get a new thing going forward. Maybe. What are your thoughts on Metroid Prime 4? It looks good. Okay, I really... Oh, do I see a super chat? Oh, no. Oh, Clark with the membership gift. Thank you, Clark, for gifting membership. It looks like Brandon got it. So, yeah, shout out to Brandon for getting the Zack Pack membership. Oh, I got to add your name to the title to the end screen because I'm starting to add membership names to the title screen. I really got to catch up. I might skip some chats because I really got to catch up. See, it'd be fun with Super Mario Party Jamboree released a thing where you have an option to poll in chat. That'd be cool. Oh, that'd be cool, but that'll just take way too long. And flips, hourglass figure lips. That's interesting. Didn't Mario Party 6 have some different mini games you unlocked in the solo mode? Yes. There were only 4 of them though. There was the maze one. There was like lab rats. There was the fortune telling one. Like, you know, they're cute little mini game unlockables that you can get. Would you like if they added Luigi in the remaster? I don't know how that would work. I mean, co-op, I don't think would work with Luigi Mansion 2. See, can't wait for the icons. Yes, Nintendo Switch Online icons for Luigi Mansion 2. That's what I'm really freaking excited for. So I can finally get some freaking Luigi's Mansion icons after all these years. Let's see. Hey, songwriters, how you doing? The Wii U had DS. Well, the Wii U had DS because the Wii U had the touchscreen tablet. It had 2 screens. It could work like that. The Switch is a different beast. Do you think Super Mario Party Jamboree will be the game that finally gets DLC? Because keep in mind, they're advertising this game as the biggest Mario Party in history, so wouldn't they want to add more boards to truly fit that statement? I'm going to say no to DLC, the main reason being that the Switch 2 is coming up, and I feel like it'd be weird if they were going to do DLC for this game when, like, unless it was like coming out like right after, like within a couple months of the game coming out. I don't know if they would do DLC for it. They could, but I'm not thinking it. So, we'll have to wait and see. Let's see, they could mimic it. I'm still not sold on it. I'm still not sold on, I'm assuming you mean for DS, NSO. I still don't buy it. Whew. Alright, I'm caught up. Holy crap. Thank you all for being so engaging in chat. Holy crap. Anyways, the main thing I wanted to freaking do, I mean, granted, thank you guys for being so talkative, for asking a lot of questions and talking a lot. I was going to go through the Mario Party Jamboree trailer and analyze it live with you guys. And I'm going to do that now, but holy crap. Thank you all for being so engaging in the chat. Okay. So, let me get this full screen. Alright, so here we have it. Mario Party Jamboree. I'm probably just going to keep calling it Mario Party Jamboree because Super Mario Party Jamboree is just way too long of a title. Are you happy that they're going for sequel to Super Mario Party 1 and title again? Well, this is kind of... It's weird. It's like a sequel to Super Mario Party, but it's not. It's its own thing. It's literally its own thing. Like, it merges Super Mario Party with Superstars. Very interested to see what they do with it. So let's start going through this. So, okay, so here we have a look at all the different islands. So, I haven't really looked in depth at this. And the thing is, right, all of this stuff here, these are all the boards on this section right here where my mouse is. I wish I could make my mouse bigger so it's easier for you guys to see. I'll call it Mario Party PB&J. But you can see all of the boards here, and I don't see anything else that might imply that there's other boards. Here's Goomba Lagoon. Here's Mario's Rainbow Castle. Here's Mega Wiggler's Tree Party. Here's Rainbow Galleria. What was the other one? What's that one? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's the fifth one. Oh, that's the racetrack. That's Roll'em Raceway. That's King Bowser's Keep. And then there's Western Land. And I don't see any other boards. So I think these are the boards we're going to get. I don't think there's going to be any other boards. Unless there's like a board that takes place outside of here somehow. But I think these are the boards we're going to get. There's not going to be anything else. Well, I think it's interesting that now Mario's Rainbow Castle, Western Land, canonically take place near all of these other boards. What I think is interesting. It's also funny how we're getting Mario Universe games that all involve an island. Yeah. So we see some other islands here. So this island looks like kind of like a hub island, right? Where all these screens probably link to different modes that you can choose. It's hard to tell without seeing it all from the front. Do you think Super Mario Party Jamboree will get any special editions or collectibles with it? Probably not. Maybe like a Joy-Con bundle like Super Mario Party got. Let's see. Over here, we got two other little huts here. This, who pointed this out? I think it might have been Triss on their video on Game Explain. Pointed out that this seems to be some sort of cooking rhythm mode. So the rhythm mini games are going to be all cooking themed, which we see later. And then this looks like some sort of options house kind of deal, because like the little cog there. Which game are you most excited for? What do you mean which game? Like what game I'm most excited for this year? What is your ranking on Jamboree's board from worst to best? I'll remind me when we go to the boards, and I'll say it when they're all on screen. But yeah, that's all you can really gauge from this view. There's more stuff over here on the left, but you can't really see it. But yeah, so hold on. Okay, so there's a better look at the options house here. Are you anything you're disappointed with Super Mario Party Jamboree? Only the UI, really. The UI is the only thing that kind of irks me. So I'm trying to get a better look. Okay, so there's a city. So that Bowser. Okay, hold on. You guys can't really see. I'm gonna try and hold on. Display. There, like right here is a city. That probably goes along with the Bowser city mode. So that's probably its own separate mode. So I don't know, that Bowser attacking thing, I don't think that's going to count as a mini game. I think it's just going to count as its own mode and probably won't count towards mini games. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Luigi meant 218 in 5 days. Yes, 5 days. Luigi meant to hype. So yeah, so there's those. There's this mode. I'm assuming is that flying mode that we saw. The flying mode with Mario and Luigi holding up Peach. Then there's this volcano back here. That I don't know. That might be part of the flying mode. Yeah, there's Mario's Rainbow Castle. There's Goomba Lagoon. And then yeah, there's a better look at all the boards. It's interesting that there's a little bit up here of two dry boneses doing something. So maybe there could be one other board that takes place on like a rocky cliffside. That would be cool, like a rocky cliffside kind of board. And then inside the cave is Bowser's Keep. That's the only other possibility I can think of for a potential board. It's like a rocky cliffside, cloudy kind of board. which would be pretty cool, because we do have three, we have two, well, where's the other one? There's two grassy type boards between Wiggler and Goomba. And then we have the two unique ones, which even the Raceway one is kind of grassy themed. So yeah, here we get to see, oh, we just got a glimpse of Goomba Lagoon. Which I freaking love the look of Goomba Lagoon. To answer partially a question I got earlier, I think Goomba Lagoon is probably the board I'm looking forward to the most. It's big, it's expansive, it looks interesting to navigate. Like, honestly, most of these boards remind me of boards that you would see in Mario Parties 5 through 8. Which I love. I love these boards. I love the design of them. Even though they kind of have the generic New Super Mario Bros. Look in some regard, the fact that this board is a Goomba volcano and has pirate ships, there's a little more to it that makes... I'll get to it in a little bit, but there's more to it that makes it a little more unique than standard grassy board, you know? Or, in that board's case, standard tropical board. So, this screen, a lot of people have been speculating on. There's a couple things to cover from this screenshot here. Firstly, I'm going to get the big one out of the way that a lot of people have been bringing up to me. This right here, we see Boom Boom on screen. Right? We see Boom Boom. It's hard to see. He's right here. A lot of people are thinking he might be playable. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say this does not indicate that Boom Boom is playable. Mainly because we don't see any of the other playable characters around here. If Boom Boom was around, like Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, Daisy, Peach, whoever, if they were around Boom Boom, then I'd say, okay, that might be more of a possibility. But Boom Boom is kind of here on his own with some of the other NPCs. So I would say this does not indicate that Boom Boom is a playable character. So, yeah. See here. Which of the three Luigi's Mansion games do you prefer the most? The first game. The first Luigi's Mansion is my favorite, all the way. Goomba Lagoon reminds me of Castaway Bay with towering treetop layout. You know, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Will this also be one where Kevin voices Mario? Yes, Kevin, unless they reuse stuff from older games, Kevin will most likely be doing the voices of Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi in this game. Waluigi, we haven't heard the voice of yet, so this might be Waluigi's voice debut. Unless, like I said, they reuse older clips. So, here is our cast of playable characters. Here's our cast of playable characters. I went into this all in my video, but obviously Ninja isn't here, and I'm thinking here's the thing, right? The only way because like, there's definitely going to be more playable characters. Ninja obviously is one of them. I'm assuming there's going to be 3 more. I'm assuming 3. The Bowser City mode, and all the modes that have... Oh, no. The Koopathlon that has the 20 players. That's what's got me scratching my head, because it looks like you can't have duplicate characters in that mode. So, I'm wondering if maybe there will be a decent amount more than 20 players. Because, like, you need a decent-sized roster. If everyone's going to have their own character, you need a decent amount more than 20. I don't know. We'll have to see. Do you think orbs will be back in some sort of fashion? I don't think so. There are hex-looking items like there were in Mario Party DS. There could very well be simple things that you throw on spaces. Nothing as complex or as intricate as orbs. But I do think simple things to be thrown on spaces might be a possibility, which I will accept. Let's see here. Is that the 8-player party on Switch, right? The subs look like they hold 2 each. It could be. Let me go back to... I think it holds 1. I think that what you're seeing, because you see the 2 little reflections. You see the 2 reflections. I do think I do see 1 seat, but it could still hold 2 people. It is very possible. By the way, we got Toad and Toadette back as playable characters, right? Toad and Toadette back as playable characters. Thank God. I'm glad that they are back as playable characters. Same with Birdo. I mean, Birdo was in Superstars, but now she's back in a big Mario Party game. Boo is back. Spike is back. Monty Mole, Shy Guy, all of them are back, which is really freaking cool. The Bowser clone is compromised. So we have both playable and still have Bowser spaces. Yeah, we'll get into Bowser in a little bit, because I know a lot of people have been telling me, obviously, you know, what they think is possible, and I agree. Would they ever let you play with a Mii character like they did in Mario Golf Marker 8? I don't think Mii's are going to be playable in this. So yeah, Super Mario Party Jamboree. That's the logo. We all know what it looks like. Mario's Rainbow Castle. So something I think is really interesting. Something I initially thought, because we see that there's unlucky spaces. So this red space right here is like an unlucky space. I thought that was going to replace the Bowser spaces when Bowser is not playable. But we see down here that there's a Bowser space right down here. So we have unlucky spaces and Bowser spaces on the boards. And the one thing that I really like about that, I think that might help balance out the lucky spaces a bit. Because the lucky spaces, well, we actually don't really see too many here. We only see 1 and 2. We only see 2 lucky spaces here. Which I'll talk a little bit more about the lucky spaces in a little bit. But I think the bad luck spaces as well as the Bowser spaces will kind of round out the lucky spaces, I'm hoping. We'll have to wait and see on that, because we'll need to see, yeah, because there's no lucky space there. Okay, there is a lucky space there. There's a happening space there. So, looks like there's 3 lucky spaces going up here. So, okay, now we're going to look at the boards. So, this is Rainbow Galleria. So, this board looks freaking cool. So, going off of what Connor Condria said. Hold on, let me look at chat real quickly. Would you like it if the custom character dice blocks were still in this game? No, I do not want custom dice blocks. Especially, here's why custom dice blocks especially would not work in this game. A board this big, right? The smaller boards in Mario Party Superstars, in the smaller boards in Super Mario Party, you could kind of get away with it. But you have character dice blocks in that game where half of the rolls are potential 0. Low dice rolls like that, where you can get 0s, do not work on big boards like this, where you need to, especially on Roll 'em Raceway, where you need to get high dice rolls. You need the high rolls. Custom dice would not work. Unless they took out the really low options. But even then, I hated the idea of the custom dice blocks. I hated it then. I hate it now. I want them gone. Never to return. Same with the allies. And it doesn't look like we have allies here. Which, thank God. Thank God we don't have allies here. See, there's no ally spaces. There's nothing like that. Thank God. Though I don't know what that... Oh, I think... Is that chance time space? I can't tell what that space is. But maybe we'll see it a little more up close in a little bit. But yeah, ally spaces, I hated them then, I hate them now. With Zach's rolls, right? That's why I said in my video, like my rolls, or like anyone who rolls low on Roll 'em Raceway will really, really struggle. I assigned 20 characters. Oh my god, imagine. Gee, to think back characters I really want to see, Professor Egad, Toadsworth, and Pauline. And Koopa Kid, so only one of those is one. The only like one out of those is Pauline. Yeah, Koopa Kid. I want Koopa Kid to return so badly, but yeah, he ain't returning. I just commented on it. Let's see, do you think you'll rage more at Jamboree if you lose compared to other Mario parties? We'll have to wait and see. Okay. So yeah, so this board I really like. It looks really interesting. Where's the star here? It's up here. Yeah, it's up here. So the star's here. So the star does move here. This is a very simple standard board, but I watched Triss's video this morning, and it's really, really interesting, this board. So, this board is probably going to be standard. The main gimmick will be the flash sale. So, yeah, you have the elevator here that Connor mentioned, could take you from the first floor to the third floor. You have the escalators that the blue ones go down, the pink ones go up. So where's the start? So the start is down here. So you have to go up and... Hold on. Did it go down? It zoomed out a little bit. Okay, yeah, so you go up and this way. So you have to go around this way. Then I think you can go over the bridge and then this way down and up. Then go around. You could choose to go down here, but... Well, actually, no, you can also go this way. Go up. Go around this way. Go up and around. So this board is linear. Like the path is like this, right? You go this way. You either go this way and go up, or this way and go up. You go around this way. You go up here. Go all the way around here. And then you go back down. And then you go back to where you were here. So this one's a twisted circle, basically. I really like it. I really like how this board looks. There's shops here that do different things. Like this one, I'm assuming is a 4th place shop. It's behind my face cam, so you can't see it. But a 4th place shop. There's a shop here that sells different items. Like, there's different shops that do different things. The main item shops I saw, there's one here. Yeah, there's one there. Then there's one here, I think. There's a lot going... Excuse me. This board has a lot going on. So, and then Boo... I know there's Boo on this board. I think he's... Yeah, he's here. Boo's back here. In this purple shop. So, yeah. And so bizarre. The Koopa Kid character creates specifically for Mario Party. It was completely axed from this series in a way. Sort of unofficial face of the series. At least one of them. Exactly. It seems like Nintendo is removing most of the things we hated from the previous games. Yeah, the boards are big and expansive, and I love the theming of this board. Theming-wise, this is definitely the most unique of the boards. So this guy here, this Peepa, seems to sell Boo Bells, which is freaking insane. If you land on this happening space here, I'm assuming you can buy Boo Bells, especially during the flash sale, for really cheap. Which will be really interesting to see. Getting really cheap Boo Bells. I'm just saying, like, that could be insane. So yeah, so even though Ninja buys a star here for 10 coins, it's during the flash sale. So coins are typically, or stars are typically 20 coins. So this thing back here looks interesting. I'm trying to figure out what this is. It's a coin. This might be another lottery game. No, this. Oh wait, no. This is the. So Triss mentioned something about stamps. So this is a stamp thing right here. So you get a green stamp here. I'm assuming it's something with the stamps that you need to earn. I don't know what it is, but this is the kind of stuff I really like. Right? When you're looking at these boards, it's not apparently obvious what this board is because it's not overly simple. I also love that it just kind of casually got a map of Goomba Lagoon here. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, let's see here. Also, speaking of Rainbow Galleria, that's the board I'm most excited to play on. It reminds me of the GameCube board. It has the same level of creativity. Mario Party 567. That makes me happy. Yeah, it looks really, really good. Do you like how the characters that are playing have white boxes around them? No, I hate this. The UI. I hate the UI. Always hated it. I made my own version of the UI, which I'll show in a little bit once I'm done looking through the trailer. Are golden pipes returning? Might be helpful in this board. Yes, gold pipes are confirmed to be returning, which I'll show in a little bit. In fact, actually, that might be coming up. Okay, no, not here. Okay, that might be something I see later on. But anyways, here is Roll'em Raceway. So this board is definitely the most unique of all of them in terms of the gameplay. Because here, as you just saw, there's a 4 dice item. Which this basically shows it's 1 through 10 again. It's 1 through 10. Because you see 8s, you see 4s, you see 8. Well, 8 is the big one. 8 and 7. There's more than 6. I think you see a 10 here. But here, you can move more than 40 spaces. And as you can see, well, it's below my head. But here, it shows you how much is to the star. So this is 44. So this is going to be a big board. Well, a long board. And I think it's going to be where the star is in the same place at all times. But, you know, like, you have to loop around to it. Which is really, really interesting. I hope gold pipes are rare, though. It does look like it, because on the the Rainbow Galleria board, you can win it from the lottery, and that's the top prize, which I'm assuming is very, very rare. So I'm hoping it's one of those things that kind of shows up in the second half of the game. One thing I want them to bring back that was really a main thing in the GameCube Mario Parties and Mario Party 8 was that only 3 items were allowed to be, like, were visible to you. Like, Mario Party Superstars, Super Mario Party, well, actually, no, Super Mario Party had only 3 items that you could choose from, right, in the item shop. You couldn't, like, there wasn't a huge list of items that you could choose from. I think the N64 Mario Parties had that feature, well, I say Mario Parties, but Mario Parties 2 and 3, and Superstars had this, where you can buy as many items as you want from the item shop. And I never really liked that because, like, there's something cool about the chance of you getting a certain item. Like, oh, what are the chances that this item will show up in the item shop? And the 64 ones kind of had that, but I think having like 3 or 4 items that you can choose from instead of like 6 or 7, I think would make the item distribution a little more fair so that you're not always getting golden pipes in the shops. We'll have to see, though. Especially looks like a board, especially out of the game. Yeah, this board looks like straight ripped out of Mario Party 6, to be honest. Like, Mario Party 6 is like, this board just screams. Favorite Wii Mario Party would be 8. Excuse me. Honestly, all of the boards same level creativity from the game, except for the Rolling Wasteway. That brings back the car formula from Mario Party 9 and 10. I'll stick to the other 6. Not necessarily. I mean, yes, there's cars, obviously. But that board more so looks like it has something akin to Goomba's Booty Boardwalk from 8, or Pagoda Peak from 7, or Castaway Bay from 6, or Mario's Rainbow Castle from 1, where you're going in a line, you're going in a straight line to get to the star. It's not a linear board like Mario Party 9 or 10. You're in a car in the literal sense, but it's not like Mario Party 9 and 10. But yeah, this board is definitely my favorite. First of all, Triss pointed this out, and that excites me even more. Apparently, there's 2 boos on this board. There's one here. You can see the little boo sign here. That's a boo. And then there's one... Where's the other one? Triss said there was one more. Here, right here. The other, so there's 2 boos on this map, which I love. This is a big board, 2 boos. It looks great. I'm very, very excited for this board. I think this might be my favorite board of the game. I think this might be my favorite board since the GameCube era, to be honest. Just the way it looks. It looks freaking great. When can you pre-order it? Probably soon enough, I'd imagine, because the game comes out in 3 months. I'd imagine you can pre-order it. So that Goomba thing with the volcano and the golden Goombas bursting out of it, it seems like here, it's not a happening event, it's a pass-by event. So you can activate that by walking up to the Goomba. Maybe it's like, Towering Treetop, where, there's that one happening space where, you land on it, and, I mean, granted, this isn't a happening space, but you go up to the tree, you tickle the nose, and it may or may not sneeze. Now, sneezing or not sneezing, I believe, depends on the player's positioning on the board, and if the sneeze will actually affect them. But here, it can be one of those things where it's like, okay, you can potentially activate the volcano, and something might come out of it. Because we saw the golden Goombas, but what if it isn't always golden Goombas? Because we see lava around this volcano, right? So maybe sometimes when the volcano activates, it'll be the golden Goombas, and maybe everyone will get coins. Or maybe sometimes it'll be lava and people will lose coins. Again, Towering Treetop, the tree, the little Woody on top of the tree. In the daytime, if you land on that happening space, everyone gets coins. At nighttime, if you land on it, everyone gets hit by, like, the spinies, the spiky ball things, whatever. So that could be a similar thing here, where you can activate the volcano. You could choose to activate the volcano, but you activate it at your own risk. You can get golden Goombas, which might be something coin-related, or you can get lava, which will make people lose coins. That's kind of where I can see them going with that one. Then there's a zip line here, which I'm assuming if you land on this happening space, you'll zip line here. which doesn't do much. It'll save you a couple spaces. It'll save you, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, basically. Because if you land here, you gotta go up to this one. So it'll save you 4 spaces. Really doesn't do that much. Actually, no! Hold on. That might do the world. Because if this floods, because the whole thing is, the gimmick with this board is that it could flood. So the flood might take out these 3 things here. So if you want to travel to this island, then you'll want a zip line, but that doesn't make much sense because this will also be flooded, so you would be stuck on this island. So I don't know, because yeah, the whole gimmick of this board is the flood. So this over here, so all the sand, so all the sandy bits here, here, and here would flood. And I'm assuming these might flood as well. So I don't know how this board's going to work, because this just goes to here. There's no circle here. We'll have to see. There might be something in place when, because we see when the flood happens, things are added to adjust for it. So the board might actively change. Again, like Towering Tree, this really is giving me Towering Treetop vibes. When it's nighttime, certain flowers close and close off your paths to certain areas. So I'm assuming that's kind of the same thing here. When the flood starts, certain paths will close and maybe other ones will open. We don't know because we've only seen the flooded perspective just this close up. So we'll have to wait and see. Hey, SA! Bringing the Mario Party news. Always got to bring the Mario Party news. Always got to do it. I freaking love these games. Do you think we're getting a 1-player mode? We could be getting a solo player mode, but I don't think we got that in Superstars. Okay, yeah, so we see Luigi up here at the volcano. So I could see multiple different things coming out of it. We could get Golden Goombas, we might get lava. I think that would be better than just Golden Goombas. I mean, well, we don't even know what the Golden Goombas do. So the Golden Goombas could be bad. The Golden Goombas could hurt you. But we don't know what they do yet, so... okay, so yeah, so ranking all the boards from the new boards, I should say, from most excited to least excited. Probably gonna have to go, and this is probably gonna change. Have a good one, DRP. Then yes, yeah, that thank you for the reminder. I did remember it. So, worst. Okay, well, I'll do worst to best. The ones I'm least excited for, and I'll explain why I'm least excited for them. Roll'em Raceway is probably the one I'm least excited for. Not because it looks bad at all. It looks like a great board. Like I said, it does seem to follow the Pagoda Peak, Goomba's Booty Boardwalk, Castaway Bay style of linear board. You get the start at the end. That's assumption, complete assumption, but that's going based off what we know of the board, what we've seen of it. So that's just my assumption, and going off of that, it's my least favorite because those are my least favorite types of boards. Not that I don't like them, not that they're not fun, it's just my least favorite type of board. So that's probably my least excited for. Next up is Bowser. King Bowser's Keep. Next up is that one. Not because it looks bad, but I feel like it's just we don't know enough about it yet. I don't know enough about this board to really be excited for it. I love the theming of it. It's Bowser themed. I love Bowser boards. But I don't know enough about this board to be super excited about it. So, that one's probably next. The third and second place ones are continuously swapping. I'm going to give the third place for now to Mega Wiggler's Tree Party. This board looks simple, but I love how this board looks. It gives me Woody Woods vibes in its aesthetic. I mean, literally, it's like you got the darker area over here, the lighter area over here. It looks like something you would see out of Mario Party 7, honestly. It kind of looks like, Windmillville, I think is the one I'm thinking of. Right, is it Windmillville that I'm thinking of? Where's my phone? Like, it looks like the vibes are like Windmillville. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Mario Party 7 boards. Yeah, Windmillville. That's what I'm thinking of. It gives me like Windmillville mixed with Woody Woods vibes. And aesthetically, it's pretty pleasing. And I like it. And it looks cute. And it looks fun. The Mega Wiggler can introduce something really, really fun, giving shortcuts to different things. But again, it's a board we don't know too much about. We don't really see it in action much. So, you know, I mean, we know that the Wiggler will move, and you can use it as a shortcut if it lines up properly with one of the directional, you know, spaces, or like the directional places. But other than that, we don't know much about it. Looks simple, looks cute, looks fun. Standard board. Second place, I'll give to Rainbow Galleria. I think when I posted on Twitter my excitement, I think I had these two boards swapped. But this board does look like a lot of fun. It looks like it's going to be a very complex board. And like if certain items go on sale, like Boo Bells, like if there's like a flash sale and you can get Boo Bells really cheap, this is going to be an item play board. I can just tell. This is going to be a board where items are going to really play a role, getting certain mushrooms, because this board is a big board, and it's pretty linear kind of as well. Like there's a set path the game wants you to go down. So having mushrooms, having warp blocks, which seems to be a thing in this game, there's going to be a lot of item play on this one, and this one's going to be, I think, a pretty exciting and mind gamesy kind of board. I'm pretty excited for that. And then my most excited is Goomba Lagoon, just because the board looks fun. Not because there's any gimmick that looks interesting about the board. I just love the design of the board. I love the look of the board. The events and the things happening on the board makes the board feel a little more dynamic than some of these other boards. Like Mega Wiggler's Tree Party is pretty dynamic, meaning that the board feels alive and the things are changing depending on what goes on the board. But Goomba Lagoon just takes that to another level. I love when boards take advantage of the environment that they're in. Like Towering Treetop does it. Like most of Mario Party 6's boards do that pretty well, and is naturally because of the day and night cycle. But like, you know, like Mario Party 5 and 7 don't do it a bit as well. But like it gives off those vibes of this board just being very dynamic and being very fun to play on. So I'm very excited for that board. And then, of course, we have the two returning boards, Mario's Rainbow Castle and Western Land. I'm so excited for these two. These are two boards from the original N64 Mario Party that I'm very happy to see come back. More so Western Land, but Mario's Rainbow Castle is a decent board. I mentioned earlier, obviously, I'm not a big fan of the linear boards, but, like, Mario's Rainbow Castle is a fun one. I can't deny that. So it looks about the same here. I mean, I don't know, I haven't memorized these boards to oblivion. I know that I've seen that this section of Western Land's a little bit different, but like, the boards look great. Western Land looks really, really good, and they do offer a little more visual variety to the board lineup that we have here, because 3 of the 7 boards that we have do have kind of grassy themes. So I'm glad that these two boards kind of balance that out a little bit. To give the boards we have, the lineup that we have, a little more of a variety, like I said. Might be a different event each time. Lava, gold Goombas, maybe even coins. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking for that volcano. But yeah, Western Land. This is the one from 2 I really wanted to see the most, because I think Mario Party 2 just had, like, Mario Party 2 and 3 just have such solid boards that I feel like this one was just a really solid choice. I am a little upset that there is no Mario Party 3 representation here. There's no Mario Party 3 love. Because Mario Party 3 has really freaking stellar boards. Spiny Desert, Chilly Waters, Deep Blue Sea. There are some real stellar boards that did not get any love here. So that's the real hope I have for DLC, is boards DLC. I mean, the character roster looks decent enough to where I don't mind too much about the characters, but I would love to see more boards come along, more retro boards, and even some new original ones, because the new original ones look freaking good. Okay, so now we're going to the mini games. Now, this mini game looks freaking cool. It reminds me of it's like if they merged Fun Run and like Track and Yield, where obviously you don't want to go too far ahead or behind because you got the electricity, but you got a lot of obstacles that you got to run through. And I always love these kinds of mini games. These obstacle avoiding, like, you know, like, these are the kinds of mini games I really, really like. So I'm really glad to see this one here. And that doesn't require motion controls. So, standard free-for-all mini game, it looks really freaking good. It looks really nice, in my opinion. And I love the kind of, like, you know, it's like it's got a mechanical boost. It's got a mechanical chain chomp. It's got that kind of, you know, like Wipeout kind of like game showy kind of vibe to it. And I like that. So here we got a Yoshi racing mini game where each player takes a Yoshi, blue, pink, yellow, and red, and they race to the end. Not much to really say because we don't see too much of this mini game, but it looks really cool. It looks like from what we see with there's like a second with Shy Guy, or not Shy Guy, sorry, Monty Mole, his Yoshi. It looks like, for a very split second, it looks like you could flutter jump. Like Yoshi's flutter jump will be there. So, there might be some like Yoshi specific related platforming where there's going to be long jumps that you have to flutter jump over, that kind of stuff. And, I don't know, it looks really, really cool. So here is our first 8-player minigame that I get to look at. So I messed up with this one on my video because it says you and it's above the Shy Guy. So I thought this was a Shy Guy solo minigame. But it's not. I think the U is below Mario. And there's 8 players here. So this is like an 8-player co-op minigame. So it's not 8-player versus. It's 8-player co-op. You're all working together. So I'm assuming there's going to be an 8-player co-op mode of some sort. Kind of like River Survival. Maybe this will be the new River Survival, where instead of 4 players in a raft, it's 8 players doing something and you're working together. And there's like a meter up here. I don't know what this C meter is for. I'm assuming it's a coin meter. So, like a C for coin, I'm assuming maybe it'll fill up yellow. Do we get to see it? I don't think we do. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. 8-player co-op mode. We'll have to see what that has to offer. Sadly, I think the 2 retro boards are left over from planned DLC and Mario Party Superstars. But on the other side, it's a great idea to give the new Mario Party a mix of new and old. Exactly. And I mean, not only is it a mix of new and old, but it also gives this game a little bit more content, which I like. I'm happy this game has 7 boards. Western Land, there's a cactus logo, and there's a gear logo, and Bowser's Keep, so it might be related to gears. Oh, maybe. So here we got a glimpse of the first motion control mini game. So many extra modes plus 7 boards. Mario Party looks great. Yeah, like I said, just hope that the extra modes have a bit more depth than we're used to with than what we've seen with Super Mario Party, I should say. Anyways, so here we have our first motion control mini game. I have a feeling motion control mini games are gonna be like in Mario Party 6, and 7. Yeah, Mario Party 6 and 7, where the mic mini games are completely optional and you can toggle them on and off in the menu. That's kind of what I think they're gonna do with the motion control mini games. I see them only doing maybe 10 to 20 motion control mini games, maybe. Just to, you know, have some in there for the people who like motion controls, but they won't be an over-reliance. That's kind of what I'm hoping, because if there's a lot of motion control mini games, then obviously the mini game count for people who don't want to use motion controls will go down a lot. Like if there's 50 motion control mini games, let's say, then the mini game count for non-motion control users will go from 110 to 60. Math. So, you know, the mini games will automatically decrease a lot for the people who don't want to use motion controls. So I really hope the motion controls are very limited. Now, of course, obviously, you know, that means if people want motion controls, then there's going to be a lot less of them. But I feel like the priority should be making sure all Switch systems are able to use all Switch systems are able to play Mario Party Jamboree to full effect. So having a minimal amount of motion control mini games, I feel like, is the best way to go about it. Bowser's face there, though, yeah, Bowser is very intent on studying that nail. Let's be unlockable character. Yeah, Ninja is definitely an unlockable character. And no, motion control mini games require motion controls. Like this mini game, yeah, you can relegate to just a button press, but it says that all motion control mini games require Joy-Cons, single Joy-Cons. So you know. And maybe the motion control minigames are their own mode, but again, you would need a decent amount of them to have the mode have any kind of depth. So we'll have to see what these motion minigames entail. Then there's one more, which is this one here. And again, this one can be relegated to stick controls as well, but it's required to use the motion controls. But it's mini golf. I don't really have much to say about it. This one's kind of it speaks for itself. You roll the ball around, you get it into the hole. There you go. Bob's your uncle. You got a mini game. To be that in depth, I feel like 20-player mode is a good enough extra mode player on its own. Yeah, like I hope that there's enough mini games for that though. Like it needs to have, because like most of those mini games are solo mini games, it seems. So hopefully they make it work. I think this time those control games and the Joy-Con control is optional mode. Yeah. It's all optional. Just that obviously there won't be many of them, like there weren't many Mike mini games in 6 or 7. So yeah, so there's mini golf, self-explanatory. Then we have this one. So we have regular mini games here. So we have button mashing. We have don't get hit. This one's kind of like a bowl over, kind of, except a little more movement, a little more freedom. Then we have here the 20-player mode. One thing I think is interesting, and this could go to people's speculation on the character roster and how big the character roster might be. There's only one of each character. You don't see 2 Wario's or 2 Monimoles or 2 Goombas. There's one of each character. So that might mean that you're not able to double up on characters. So that would mean that there might be quite a few more than 20 playable characters. If they want to have a mode that's 20 players, they'll want a decently chunky roster for people to choose from. So that might lend some credibility of there being 25, 26, 27, 28 characters. If this mode, you can't, you don't want to have such a restrictive character roster where people are really fighting over characters. So retro minigames would definitely also be an interesting topic. See, I hope they handle like Smash Brothers with the alternate costumes. That would be cool. Like, yeah, maybe you can play as like different colored Toads, different colored Koopas, different colored Shy Guys in this mode to make up for it, maybe. So yeah, this mode returns from Star Rush from the 3DS. I do have Star Rush on the 3DS, so I guess I will have to give this game a playthrough. But apparently, there are boss segments that happen in that mode, so I'll have to play that mode on the 3DS to get a better grasp on what this mode is, so that I know what I'm talking about when I talk about it in the future. So yeah, run 5 laps. So yeah, solo minigames. It's this solo minigame. Get as many coins as you can. I mean, it's all about collecting coins, right? It's all about getting a certain amount of coins from these minigames and then doing laps around the circuit. It's simple enough. There's not really too much to say. Bowser minigames. So apparently these boss minigames happen throughout this Koopathon mode. But like I said, I need to play the Koopathon mode to actually properly understand what these minigames do. So this is another 8-player co-op minigame. So the 8-player minigames are 100% co-op. It looks like this one you're racing a Wiggler. So what's really interesting is this minigame, Boo doesn't have feet. But I guess it doesn't really matter. Do you think there will be unlockable boards? Maybe one for Mario Party 3? There could be. So that it rounds out to an even 8 boards? That'd be really, really cool. So then there's this mode. So yeah, that volcano is part of this mode that I mentioned earlier. But yeah, this mode, I have no idea what this could be. I have absolutely not a singular clue in the world what this can be. Maybe the only thing I can think of, and this is a pure speculative guess, maybe this is this game's version of Crazy Taxi, where you pick up characters, like let's say you're playing as Mario and Luigi here. You pick up different characters, like you're picking up Peach, and these arrows are telling you where to take her. So you drop her off, and maybe you look around for another character to pick up. I'm trying to see if there's other characters in this screenshot here. The only thing I could potentially see It looks like, oh, of course my head's blocking it, a potential like stack of Goombas, but even then, yeah, I can't tell what's going on here. The volcano, could this be Bowser Mountain going Mountain turning from 1? No, I don't think so. I think this is just part of the of this mode here. I think this volcano is part of this mode. Bowser Mountain would be interesting though to see return. So yeah, so here's the rhythm minigame, and it is food themed. So it seems like most of the rhythm minigames might be related to food, which would be really, really interesting to see. And then we have this, the Bowser Boss City mode thing. And then this kind of confirms a fan speculation theory. I mean, it's not even a theory at this point. This is basically confirmed. That this big Bowser that we have in the game is different than the playable Bowser that we have in this game. Where this big Bowser is controlled by Kamek. This is a Kamek-made Bowser. Big Bowser. So, yeah. So Bowser is playable in everything because this Bowser isn't really the real Bowser. Which is cool. It allows people to play as Bowser while also maintaining the Bowser events of the previous games. Because there was something about having Bowser be the board's threat that was really interesting and really missed in Super Mario Party. So yeah, that's it for my main analysis of this board or of this game. Overall, though, like this game looks freaking spectacular. I love how this game looks. It just oozes the charm of the past Mario parties while bringing a lot of new stuff, it seems, to the table. And I'm very excited to see what more they do with this game. There's a lot of potential in this game, and I really hope that ND Cube don't squalor it. Before we end off, because I probably will be ending this stream soon-ish, like, you know, within the next 10 to 15 minutes, I want to show you all some stuff I've been working on. This is kind of a passion thing, but I've made different assets for Mario Party Jamboree. So let me flip you over to my PicMonkey account here. Hold on, let me... oh, I don't want to dox myself because my full name is on here. You know what? I don't even care. You guys will know my last name. It's not really that much of a secret. So here is my PicMonkey account. This is where I do all of my editing for thumbnails and graphics and such. As you can see, my Mario Party Championship logo. I'm working on a new one. I've made all of these really cool board icons. Oops. Let me show you my favorite ones. Let me show you Goomba Lagoon. I really like this one. I'm working on these cool little icons here for all the boards. Because I don't think Nintendo's going to do that. It seems like they're doing the bland basic text option. So yeah, I made this cool logo for Goomba Lagoon, which is freaking cool. I love how this turned out. The only one I'm not super happy with is the Bowser one. I had a lot of trouble with the Bowser one. Thinking of something kind of cool for this one. I really struggled with this one. And also, I wasn't a big fan of how Mega Wiggler's Tree Party came out. Originally, I had it before I made the changes. I had it something like this, where it was like tree and then party here. Let me... okay, he's locked. I had it so that party filled up the Wiggler, because there's 5 circles on the Wiggler. But, like, I wasn't able to get it, because, like, there's all this empty space at the bottom, and it just looked really, really rough. So, that's what I ended up coming up with, and, I mean, it's cute. It's still cute. I'll take it. And then, of course, we have Roll'em Raceway, which obviously I took heavy inspiration from Mario Kart for. I really like this one. This one's really, really cool. And then, obviously, I have Rainbow Galleria, which mall shopping themed. I really like how this came out. And I used the theming of the escalators, like the blue and pink escalators for the background there. I think it came out really, really well. Let's see here. I think I have 4 theories about the fake Bowser. Maybe as a copy Kamek made. It's a baby Bowser from Yoshi's Island. Time travel. Oh, they're definitely not going to go anything that complicated for Bowser here. They're not going to do like a whole plot point of of like Baby Bowser from Yoshi's Island. Like, they're definitely not doing anything complicated like that. See, Mini Bowser Koopa Kid from Fire Mario Party's Revenge, but Forgotten, Transform Bowser, Bowser Mario Party 2. Yeah, they're not going to go anything that complicated in depth. So what was the other stuff I wanted to show you guys? Oh, here. So this is a custom UI I made for the game. Where, as you can see, how do I... Can I do this? No, how do I... Okay. Okay. So I made this UI here to just look a little, like, more vibrant and fun than the UI that we ended up getting in the actual main game. So, yeah, let me show you all before and after. Will this work? No, okay, because I had locked some stuff. Okay, hold on, let me do this. Let me I'll unlock these. Just give me 1 second. Is there anything else locked? Oh, I had flattened it. Okay, so I can't really show you. But yeah, I did this change to the UI to make it just look nicer, make it look a little more fun and more vibrant. Just a Bowser clone. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be like a clone of Bowser or like some sort of duplicate of Bowser. Oh, and here on this board, on Gooba Lagoon, I took the liberty of you see all these little hands, all these little fingerprints. They're all pointing to the lucky spaces on the board, at least the ones that I spotted. So I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 lucky spaces on the board. But we also have, let's see, I think I saw 2 Bowser spaces on this board, right? Were there 2? 2 Bowser spaces, 2 unlucky spaces I think I counted. Like, this is a big board. So 18 is a lot, but it's not horrible. Like, you can see up here, like, they're pretty spread out. Like, there's not many of them. Unless that might be a lucky space, actually. Actually, no, I think that's a versus space. That's a versus space. It's so hard to tell because everything's so pixelated. I can't tell what that space is. That might be a chance time space, methinks. Other than that, I can't tell what that space might be. But yeah. Switch off the lucky spaces. Yeah, it would be nice to be able to switch off the lucky space and just have them all be blue spaces. Because there's a lot of them. I mean, most of them... Wait, is that a... Okay, yeah, that's a lucky space. Because, yeah, there's 4 of them. 4 of the 18 are on this little island right here. Which is fine, because, like, you would have to, like, loop around here to get all of these ones. So there's, like, one here. Like, it's real, like, this board really isn't that bad, because there's this one, then there's, like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, there's, like, some decent spacing between some of these. And I believe up here, these 2, you can't access up here and here unless it's flooded. Like, when it floods, that's... So, okay, so here, for instance, right? So, this part of the board, right? I'm just trying to line this up. So, you start here. You go this way, you go up, you go this way, down, around, and then you go down here. When it floods, a piece of wood will come here, and then you'll circle back around. So, these lucky spaces are only accessible when it floods. And these 2 happening spaces lead to this dock, which I'm assuming this dock will have a boat or something that'll take you to a different part of the board. So I'm trying to see where it would take you. I'm assuming you can get a boat from this island and it'll take you over here somewhere. Yeah, probably somewhere like on this island. And my guess is that maybe when it floods, maybe these do get drowned. Because that would be weird for you to fly, but then that's still weird for you to zip line over here. I mean, I guess when it's flooded, when this area is flooded, this just becomes a little lucky island to where every turn you're on this island, you just get a lucky space that you can get coins, items, whatever. Trying to think of anything else really noteworthy about this board. Oh yeah, there's another zip line happening over here. This one's more significant. So this one, this island over here, when it floods, so this is kind of like a segmented board when it's flooded, right? Where when it's flooded, you're stuck on certain points on certain islands unless you zip line out from this one, or I'm assuming this will have a boat, or I mean, yeah, well, that's the thing, yeah, right? Like, if so, this whole bottom, okay, this whole segment, okay, this bottom half is all one segment. If it floods and you're over here, you gotta work your way over to here, and if you want to get to a different island, you'll have to use a zip line or something to get to another point in the island, or use an item like a warp block. And then on this island is its own little beast over here. When it's flooded, you're stuck on this island over here. Assumingly, you have to zip line out to get over to this island over here. That's kind of my assumption of this board. That's kind of how I'm viewing this board. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And then, of course, like, this happening space over here is like a treasure chest thing. You pick a chest, you get whatever's in it, whatever. This happening space, I'm wondering if that'll cause the flood. So I wonder if it's like on a certain turn rotation, like the day and night cycle, where it floods every 3 turns. Let's say every 3 turns, the map floods. But if you land on this happening space, kind of like Horrorland, where if you land on a happening space, it'll change it from day to night. If you land on this happening space, the flood rotation will start early. That's kind of what I'm thinking for this board. So a lot of potential of different things, like same with these. Well, that's a happening space up here, and that's the chance time, whatever. So yeah, there's a lot of potential with this board. A lot of potential. They should rename the Mario Party games to numbers like Super to 11, Superstars to 12, Jamboree to 13, so on. That'd be... I just feel like the numbers are getting so high to this point, where the numbers just sound goofy. 2 exclamation parts for the treasure chest contain the mini game for a star. Very high potential. Are there any chance time spaces in this game? Yes, there are. In fact, let me pull up... let me quickly... The last thing I'll do is I'll pull up some... Party Jamboree. Can I make this full screen? I love Windmillville. Hold on, I'm gonna try to find a good. Can I do this and scroll through? Okay, this is probably as good as it's gonna get. Okay. So I'm gonna look through the images now. So the images, I'm gonna go to the boards. Can I? Okay, okay. This, god damn. I'm gonna try. Where's a good? I need a good website to get pictures. That was yucky. But this one. Here we go. This is a better selection of pictures. Okay, okay, okay. Can I zoom in? Okay, yes. So let me... I know something no one noticed that one of the characters on this minigame island thing with the boats contains a brown toad in the middle. This looks like Toadsworth. I actually did notice that. I know which one you're talking about. It's one like in the middle, kind of going up on the right. I know exactly which one you're talking about. I don't know if that's Toadsworth though. I don't know if that's Toadsworth. If it is, that's freaking awesome. But if not, then yuck. Okay, let's look at this Ninja. Where's some of the, this picture? Talk about this one, right? This toad. Oh, it's a freaking. I freaking hate WebP files. Why do these exist? Okay, go away. This toad, you mean, right? It does look brown. That's the thing. That's the question. Is that bundle of pixels Toadsworth? It's, and obviously this is Boom Boom. A lot of people are speculating about Boom Boom. Here's the thing, though. These colors kind of look the same. I feel like the main problem is he's so far away. I don't want to say that yet, because I thought the same thing. I looked at this toad and thought the exact same thing, and apparently I'm not the only one. But like, it could be a different color, but the quality is just so bad that it's just too hard to make out. So I don't want to say anything on that yet. So let's see here. There is also this picture. With Charge and Chuck over here. So many people are speculating if Charge and Chuck is a playable character because of this. He could very well be a playable character, but for now, I want to say no. For now, I want to say no on Charge and Chuck becoming a playable character. The thing with Charge and Chuck that really kind of throws me off is just how big Charge and Chuck is compared to the other characters. Right? Like, Charge and Chuck is a big character, but he's not that big, which makes me think that he's some sort of special thing. Yeah, Charge and Chuck I don't think is playable. I think it's possible that A, Daisy is behind Charge and Chuck. B, that Daisy used an item that transformed her into Charge and Chuck, because the whole thing is that we see Danny is the player above Charge and Chuck, and Danny is Daisy. So I'm going to say hold your judgment on this, because we know literally nothing about this mode. So I'm going to say hold off on Charge and Chuck speculation for now. On Charge and Chuck being a playable character. Hold off on that speculation for now. Because we don't know. The UI says Daisy. Could very easily just be Daisy using a power-up. And yeah. So trying to see. Let's look at King Bowser's Keep a little bit more. Let's look a little bit at that one. King Bowser's Keep. So people point out, well, firstly we see right down here, this little speck is Bowser. I think it's just a low quality. This is just a lower quality image than some of the other ones uploaded. But we can see Bowser down here, so that's confirmation about the whole Bowser theory thing. And there's a warp pipe here that I had missed that does come back to the beginning. So there is a warp pipe that comes back to the beginning to go up here, and the other warp pipe is it this? Is this the other warp pipe? So hard to tell. But yeah, anyways, you go up this path, you choose one of two different pathways, then you get up to Bowser. Other than that, I've really got nothing on this board. I've really got nothing. It's big, it's expansive, it goes many different places, there's many different events. There's a Mega Koopa up here. There's different things around the board, but I can't make heads or tails of what's going on this board, to be honest. Another board from my side on the main island. We're seeing all the boards in Western Land Public. Unlockable, and it's cave. It could also be this cave is not Bowser's. Again, these creepy cow from Mario Party 3. No, I think it's clear that this is inside of a cave. That this is the inside of some sort of cavern or cave. The only thing I'll say about the main item or the main island that could lead to some kind of a board, I won't save this one, is this area up here. So I think King Bowser's Keep will be inside this cave. But I do think this area up here with the dry bones is kind of camping out. This could be a cliffside board of some kind, which would mean another original board. But I'm down for that if they do another original board that's like on a cliffside, on a rocky cliffside. Unless there's a rocky cliffside board from the original Mario Parties, which I can't think of any. But yeah. Let's see if there's any other boards here. Mario's Rainbow Castle. Okay, so they saved. So yeah, so this is the section of the board where, let's see, you come up. Yeah, I forgot how small this board is. So the start's down here. Again, we can see Bowser. You see Bowser's arm in here with Big Bowser up there. So you go up here. You choose your path. That longer path brings you to Boo. Or you take the shorter path, which will bring you to the star or not star quicker. And this is the board that we got confirmation of chance times on. Which you can see. Oh, you can't see it here because it's very zoomed in. Here we have another look. Okay, here. Yeah, you see the chance time here. Let me... Okay. Let me see. Zoom in. So yeah, so we do see a chance time space here. So yeah, the star is over here. Trying to think. There's some sort of event up here with a jar of some kind. I don't know what that could be about. So there's happening spaces here with bells that I'm assuming move Wiggler. That's what I'm kind of guessing. I think Triss also said that in their video. There's some sort of like baking thing over here, but I don't think that's an event. There's this space here with PD Piranha, or not, sorry, with Piranha Plant, where I'm assuming he bites whatever player lands on it. There's 2 of those. Item shop here. I believe there's another one. I don't know. I think there's multiple. I mean, I know there's multiple item shops. I just can't find them right now. Let's see. Yeah, we got Unlucky Space. We got Happenings here. There's a 4th place item shop, which I'm assuming is for characters who are in 4th place. There's a movie theater down here with a Monty Mole movie. Or, sorry, not Monty Mole. Rocky Wrench movie. Rainbow Galleria. I really don't have too much to say on this board, just because there's so much going on. I really kind of want to wait. I will say, hold on. I will say. So this board. So see what the main path is up, around. Then you can go up this way, or you can go around and up this way. I'm assuming there will be star spawns on the bottom here. So like, you know, because most people will be like, well, why wouldn't you just want to go up here? There might be some enticing. Yeah, the Boo Bell shop is right here. But that you can't access, actually. You can't access the Boo Bell shop unless you're going down from the 3rd floor. And then there's a lottery shop. So yeah, so this pathway, you will miss the lottery game, which you have to land on a happening space for. The item space here, and then obviously you'll miss everything that's down here. So there's like a little item shop here of some sort. Yeah. Circle. Yeah, when Wiggler moves, yeah, he's not going to do like a complete circle. He's only going to move to certain spots. Hey, Strat, how are you? Just looking through. So yeah, there's the Boo Hut up here. And then all of these are like item shops of some sort. It's just... Just, I don't know what all these symbols are. I just think they're just different symbols that really don't mean much, except for this fourth one. This is probably like a fourth place item shop of some sort that if you're not in fourth place, you can't get anything from it. What's weird though is that it's a happening event. I would have thought like it should be a pass by event that only fourth place can utilize. There's this thing here that I don't quite know what it is. It might be a stamp thing, because there's different stamps. Oh my god, they include Mario Party Advance in this playlist? I can't. Think I'm going to get the original Super Mario Party. Oh, that one is so bad. But yeah, there's a lot of complexities, a lot of complex things on this board. I'm trying to see if there's anything else here that reveals, because we could see... here, this picture here shows off Goomba Lagoon, so I'm trying to see if there's any other pictures that show off any other potential boards. This shows off a stamp mechanic. This shows off Wiggler's Milk, which is a reference to Western Land. That shows off, that's more of Goomba Lagoon. This, I don't know what this is. But see, the thing is, this is also... Oh, I think it's a window. That's a window. That's not a picture. This... What is this? I can't tell what this picture is. That's something with a chain chomp. I see chain chomps on those posters. Like, these posters might be clues to something. But I just can't tell what they are because they're so blurry. There might be, hold on, there might be shots. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, it leaves out that poster, of course. Yeah, there's definitely a lot. There's stuff that we don't know. Oh, wait. So yeah, so that's... So this is a Western Land poster. So there's definitely posters referencing other boards. But they're just not showing a lot of them. Like Goomba Mountain? Maybe. It's one of those things I think we're just going to have to wait and see. What's your least and most anticipated board? My most anticipated board is Goomba Lagoon, most definitely. Like, it just looks... Let me open up, hold on. Like, Goomba Lagoon just looks freaking amazing. Like, I just love the style of this board. I love the visuals of this board. This is... I know you missed this, but this is all the lucky spaces I counted on the board from just looking around. 18 in total. But yeah, this board, I just love the look of it. It feels like it's something ripped out of Mario Party 6. A mix of like Castaway Bay visually and Towering Treetop functionally. Yeah. And least anticipated board is Roland Raceway. Not that it looks bad. Just that it's the one I'm least excited for. Speculating Boom Boom Lactus as characters, but I think they're just NPCs. Yeah, they're totally just NPCs. I don't think they're playable. Bowser minigame, Danny is not centered on Charge and Chuck, so Daisy might be behind. Yeah, but also in that Bowser minigame, let me pull that up. Where is it? Here. Oh, it doesn't show it here. Might show it in the trailer, but in that trailer we see that Danny actually takes control of Bowser Jr. in this mini game. But yeah, it doesn't show it here, unfortunately. All right, I think that's all the analyze I'm gonna do for this stream. I've been streaming for nearly 2 hours, so I think I'm gonna call it soon and just take some like last minute questions and stuff before I head out. But overall, yeah, I'm so excited for this Mario Party. It looks freaking spectacular. The one thing I do think is interesting, though, I will say, looking since I got this screenshot open, this could be just a pure coincidence, but this is the 20-player mode, right? And 20 characters are shown, and there's 21 characters confirmed. The one character we don't see here is Bowser. We don't see Bowser in this minigame. I mean, we see Bowser, that Bowser, but we don't see the playable Bowser, which I think is interesting. Ooh, the escalators could swap. Very possible. You meant the Bowser mode? Oh, that picture. Yeah. I think Daisy's probably behind. Let's see. Are you more excited for Luigi Mansion 2HD and Mario Party Jamboree? Definitely Mario Party. As much as I love Luigi's Mansion, Luigi's Mansion 2 is my least favorite Luigi's Mansion game. So, and I know what to expect with it. This game, I don't know what to expect. So I'm very, very excited to get this game. Alright, you guys. I think I'm going to call it here. Because my stomach just rumbled, so I think I'm starting to get hungry. Thank you guys so much for watching this stream. I really hope you enjoyed the stream. The next Chaturday won't be for a few weeks, so make sure to drop a like on this one. Show some love for this Chaturday. There will be more videos coming up. I'm going to be doing a Super Mario Party Jamboree character wish list / predictions video on Tuesday. I think that's when that's going to go up. This Friday will most likely be a Luigi's Mansion 2 related vlog. And then from there, the Zach Pack show will be resuming in little more than a week, so a lot of content coming up that I really hope you guys will enjoy. And like I said, I think I gained like about 100 subscribers this week, so thank you to everyone who's new here and subscribed recently, and obviously thank you to everyone who's been here for a while for supporting the content and all the videos I've been doing. A lot of fun stuff coming up, and I'm really excited for the future of this channel. And of course, like I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, I'm going to PAX West this coming August / September. So hopefully there's some cool games I get to play there in the coming months. A lot of cool things happening with the channel that I'm very excited for. This has been a big year of growth for my channel, and I'm very excited to see where it all goes from here. So thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Hopefully you enjoyed, and until next time, you guys, I will see you all in the next one. Later.